We want to show you some incredible pictures now. You might have seen this on the news earlier. It's the aftermath of a fire last night, which was caused by a lightning strike, which broke out at a processing facility in Oxfordshire.
Yeah, you can see the aerial shots there showing the extent of the damage, the smoke still. Well, this is what happened last night with the videos showing this fireball in the sky and then bang, almost like some kind of explosion that we see from a war zone and a huge plume of flame and smoke high into the air in the Oxfordshire night time, and it kept pulsing away as, of course, the aftermath of other units there catching fire as well.
But if you were a resident living in the area or a motorist heading down the A34 near Oxford, you must have been wondering what on earth was going on. Well, Stuart Hosking is business owner and former Big Brother contestant. You, Stuart, were an eyewitness. So what did you make of it when you first saw it? My goodness me.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Hello, by the way. We were sat in the house. Firstly, the lights flickered, which is no surprise with the storm that was going off around us. And then there was this like huge lightning strike. And being a responsible pet owner, my dog was running around outside, so I thought I'd better get him in. And as I opened up the door, there was just like a huge boom, like thunder, but like a single explosion. And I then looked outside and thought, well, that's funny because there's a very interesting sunset happening. And then I obviously realized that it wasn't the sunset and the sky was illuminated like you can see in that picture. I mean, literally where the 7 Trent Green plant is in Yarnton, it's no more than half a mile from the back of our house. So it was quite an impressive sight, to be fair.
And it seemed to keep going as well. That's the other thing. I mean, obviously with a lightning strike, you get the big flash and it's over. But this continued.
Yeah, it was the pulsating. I think someone described it as you can see where it is. It's pulsing, and that's what it was doing. There's no heat intensity or anything, but you could just see in the sky it's very much pulsing in the red sky. And if you look at it, it looks like a sunset, right? But it's obviously in the wrong place for the sun. But then it was sort of doing this very sort of weird illuminating on and off. Almost like a northern light effect. So it was impressive, but it was sort of slightly worrying at the same time.
Yeah, and most importantly, there was, we understand, no one injured in the incident. Emergency services, of course, were called. It did cause some traffic issues, but nobody was hurt.
Yeah, thank goodness. I think, when you look at something like that, and unfortunately, I think the time of night it was, 7:10, as they said, they put a very quick announcement up because I posted onto the social media around, has anybody else seen this? And then the statement came back from the company. Yes, it's, everyone's fine. Just a very bizarre event, right? You can see, those things we take our dog for a walk very close to those. I mean, they are huge. And when you see the extent of actually what's gone, it's quite horrific, really.
And I think people were still being kept away from that area this morning, and we can still see the smoke rising there. Clearly, they were a bit worried about, what sort of gases and other things would have been emanating from that.
Yeah, I think it was only biofuel, so I don't think there was anything particularly scared. No one was coming out and evacuating the village, that was for sure. So, any excuse to be locked into the local pub, I'm sure, but it didn't happen.
You sound disappointed.
Well, we've got to take you to the pub and lock you in there oh, really? That's such a shame.
Yeah. So have you actually got your own video of this now that, you'll be paying for your sort of grandkids and so on in years to come?
Do you know what? How stupid am I? So I walk outside, in the excitement, I take one single picture because, I'm obviously living the real event. I'm not one of these people that goes to a concert and videos it. I actually watch it. So therefore, I do.
I think we've lost you. But thank you very much, Stuart, for updating us with your eyewitness reports. And as Pip says, glad to report no one injured, but clearly a huge event which they're still coping with in terms of damping down and cleaning up.
Absolutely incredible.